politics, ignore the boardroom noise. We are tuning into a different frequency. This is BYE Legends.
By Legends Episode 2, Jimi Hendrix. Welcome to By Legends. Today, we look at a man who did not just play an instrument, he re-engineered it. Jimi Hendrix is the ultimate case study in musical disruption. To understand his legacy, we must look beyond the standard rock star mythology and focus entirely on the sheer sonic revolution he engineered. Visually and technically, Hendrix was an anomaly. A left-handed guitarist playing a right-handed Fender Stratocaster upside down and restrung. This simple inversion fundamentally changed the physical tension of the strings, altering the instrument's natural resonance and creating a heavier, darker low end. His sound was an unedited landscape of controlled chaos. Where traditional musicians saw feedback and distortion as technical errors to be eliminated, Hendrix treated them as legitimate musical notes. He weaponized the electrical signal. Through the tactical use of the whammy bar, wah-wah pedals, and overdriven Marshall amplifiers, he manipulated frequencies in ways that standard music theory could not classify. He turned white noise into a fluid, emotional vocabulary. Musically, his approach was deeply ambidextrous. He possessed a rare ability to fuse rhythm and lead guitar into a single, seamless wall of sound. He could lay down a complex chord progression while simultaneously peeling off intricate, searing melodic lines, making a single guitar sound like an entire ensemble. This technical blueprint laid the very foundations for heavy metal and the modern guitar virtuoso. Without Hendrix, the evolution of shred guitar would be non-existent. His DNA is directly traceable through the neoclassical precision of Yngwie Malmsteen, the alien phrasing of Steve Vai, the melodic mastery of Joe Satriani, and the aggressive, raw power of Zakk Wylde. Perhaps the most profound connection lies with Uli Jon Roth. Often dubbed the German Hendrix, Roth took Jimi's sonic philosophy, expanded it through a neoclassical lens during his groundbreaking years with Scorpions, and proved that Hendrix's approach to electricity was a universal language. Before we conclude, let us break down the advanced language and technical terminology used in this blueprint. Here is your key vocabulary and expressions explained. Case study. Definition: a detailed analysis of a person, group, or situation over a period of time to illustrate a specific principle. Example: the rise of the Internet is a classic case study in technological disruption. Disruption. Definition: a radical change in an industry or strategy that dismantles traditional ways of operating. Example: the introduction of digital streaming caused massive disruption in the music industry. Sheer. Definition: used to emphasize the large amount, size, or total quality of something. Example: the audience was stunned by the sheer power of the band's live performance. Sonic. Definition: relating to sound, sound waves, or the speed of sound. Example: the album was a masterpiece of sonic experimentation and mixing. Anomaly. Definition: something that deviates from what is standard, normal, or expected. Example: a cold day in July is a weather anomaly for this region. Inversion. Definition: the action of inverting something or the state of being inverted, turning upside down or inside out. Example: the inversion of the melody gave the second verse a completely different mood. Resonance. Definition: the quality in a sound of being deep, full, and lasting. Example: the acoustic guitar had a beautiful resonance due to its high-quality wood. Low end. Definition: the bass frequencies in an audio mix or instrument range. Example: the sound engineer boosted the low end to give the drums more punch. Unedited. Definition: not altered, corrected, or customized, raw and in its original state. Example: the podcast episode was released raw and unedited to maintain authenticity. Feedback. Definition: the harsh, screeching sound produced when audio output from a speaker re-enters the microphone or guitar pickup. Example: Hendrix purposely used amplifier feedback as a creative tool during his solos. Weaponize. Definition: to adapt or exploit something for use as a weapon or a tool of aggressive impact. Example: the politician sought to weaponize public anger to win the upcoming election. Overdriven. Definition: an audio signal that is pushed past its clean limit, resulting in a warm, distorted sound crunch. Example: his signature tone relies heavily on an overdriven tube amplifier. Ambidextrous. Definition: able to use the right and left hands equally well, in this context, handling two distinct musical roles simultaneously. Example, the drummer's ambidextrous technique allowed him to play two separate rhythms at once. Seamless. Definition, perfectly smooth, without any visible joints, gaps, or interruptions. Example, the transition between the two songs on the album was completely seamless. Complex chord progression. Definition, a sophisticated and intricate sequence of musical chords. Example, jazz music is famous for its complex chord progressions and sudden key changes. To peel off. Definition, to perform or separate something smoothly and effortlessly from a main structure. Example, the guitarist managed to peel off a lightning-fast solo without breaking a sweat. Technical blueprint. Definition, a detailed master plan or technical outline that serves as a guide for building or developing something. Example, his early work provided the technical blueprint for the entire synthwave genre. Traceable. Definition, able to be followed or discovered back to its original source or origin. Example, the roots of modern rock music are easily traceable back to the blues. Dubbed. Definition, given an unofficial name, nickname, or title by the public or media. Example, because of his incredible speed, the local runner was dubbed the Lightning Bolt. Groundbreaking. Definition, introducing new ideas or methods, innovative and pioneering. Example, the scientist received an award for her groundbreaking research in artificial intelligence. Now, look at how these elements tie together. Hendrix was a sonic architect who treated electricity as an extension of the human voice. He remains the prime example of what happens when raw artistic intuition completely dismantles conventional technical boundaries. The comment section is wide open on YouTube. Let me know how his sound resonates with you, and which guitar giant you want us to dissect next. Keep boosting your English. Bye for now.
Boost your English, it's the key. Listen to